Camila Americano. Hey guys, we're walking around at a 113-degree heat, so you'll probably mainly see us driving. But we had a nice audience last time, so I figured if anybody wants to see what Mexicali is like in the daylight, so far we got 0 people, so maybe nobody gives a shit. Hard to say. But as always, I'll wait about 5 to 10 minutes to see if anybody wants to hop on. And you get, hey, we got 1 like. 0 views though. Thank you for the 1 person liking, but not actually watching. I don't know how to feel about that. But we're gonna get an interesting view of Mexicali. Hey August, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. We are walking, if you can believe it, it's 113 degrees right now. I'm surprised the dog's walking at all. But we're gonna go to the house I'm at. I am watching. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate it. Trying to figure out where the dog wants to go. And yeah, you get a good scope. He probably wants to walk in a square so he could return back to the AC, and then we'll head in the car and see some other parts of Mexicali. And of course, you get a lot of the dogs outside, which is interesting. Love the style of the houses here. Got some good music. Got some oldies. Hold you dear, oh what a night. Me gusta la música.
Mande.
Clásico. Oh what a night. Aldels.
Barrio Music.
Sí, yeah, clásico. Doo-wop. Me gusta. So he's listening to some doo-wop. Very cool. Oh what a night by the Dells. Save the dog. Yeah, well, it's his option. He could go back into the AC whenever he wants, but yeah, it's you gotta save Joey's dog. That's a dog you really gotta save. They're gonna use that shit against me if I talk about it too much. How hot is it there, Dodge? It's the hottest day, the second hottest day the dog has ever experienced at 113 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's hot as the dickens. We all knew Biden wasn't gonna run. Yeah, that was wild. But we gotta walk somewhere. If you want to go back, we gotta go back. Yeah, I'm not shocked. I think that's probably the best option. So you see here, they got a lot of angry dogs just kind of wanting to start some shit. You want to start some shit? Do you want to start some shit? Cool. But that's the lay of the land around here. ¿Qué tal? Doggy la gordo. ¿Cómo? ¿DA? No, no, turisto. Solo la turisto. Sí, sí, porque soy exótico en México, entonces tengo la novia aquí. Porque la pele rojos es exótico aquí.
If you police, and I'm asking if you police, you have to say yes.
Yeah, no, I know, legal. No, la police molesta a mí. Con mi placa, la police, oh, boleto, boleto, boleto. So, no, la apuesta. Thank you. You too. Appreciate it. Hey, cup. So that guy was asking me if I was DEA, which is people always wonder, well, Dodge, why don't you don't ever get worried about getting hurt by the cartel or anything like that? Well, I stand out so much that people think I'm part of the Drug Enforcement Agency. And that's not the first time somebody has asked me if I'm DEA. So everybody thinks I'm FBI or I'm like the feds or some shit. And he was saying to me, you have to say, if somebody asked if you're a police, we could go back to where we were, but I can't remember where it was. So that's kind of the vibe that some people get. They think I'm here to lay down the law. Just the opposite. I'm here to break the law. But not that bad. I'm not like gross American tourists. I'm not going to Colombia, if you get that reference. But lol at X. Hello, Dodge and all. Hey, Shag Nasty. I like that's a saucy username. I like it. Kelsey, nice to have you back. My favorite. Is it a bad area, Dodge? No, I would say this is middle class. Would be my assessment of it. And we're probably running to her house. Quiet out today. Yeah, it's Saturday, so it's on Saturday it's so hot, not a lot of people are out, and the traffic is really nice and light too. There's not a lot of people out in traffic either. So the one nice part about the heat That's pretty brutal. I'm amazed the dog even lasted. How long have we been together? We've been together for 5 minutes. I'm amazed the dog even lasted like 5 minutes, but he's still going strong. But now we're coming up, I think, on her house. You see, there's a lot of big gates, so that's a difference. But some big houses. Just joining. What are you doing in Mexico? I seeing a girl that I like. An old flame, if you will. A girl I used to date back in the day when I was in Yuma, Arizona. I'd cross the border and hang out with her. So I promised her I'd visit her, and I felt like an asshole because I kept saying I'd visit, and like, oh no, next week I'll do it, I promise. And I really didn't want to do it because it's so brutal and hot. But I owed her a visit. Hey, what's up, man? You want to start some beef? Cool. Where are you going, man? Get your bag out. You can take a poo. Oh, it's from the other dog. But yeah, that's what we're doing. X is X I miss. I don't know what that means. But thank you for contributing, even if it was meaningless. A for effort. But it is hot. Like, I could feel like sweat on my eyes. And it kind of hurts. But we'll get in the AC relatively soon. Stay safe. Yeah, we're being plenty safe. Good. Thank you for not chasing. There's a lot more motorcycles. That was Didi. Didi is the Uber of Mexico. Hey. Didi is sort of the Uber of Mexico. They have Didi, Uber, and the Didi is like both cab, and it's like they have Uber Eats. They also have Uber in Mexico too. I don't think they have Lyft. I think they have Uber Eats, Didi. They don't have DoorDash. But it's funny. Another interesting thing about Mexico is you have all the shit that you want in the U.S., which is nice. Eye sweat is brutal. Yeah, it's not fun. At all. Man, I don't know where we're supposed to go. What was the direction? Oh god, I remember this missing dog. Poor missing dog. But that means we're near her house. So hopefully. I'm surprised he's committed. I'm surprised he's walking at all in this. This is all his choice because he knows how to get back to where he has a very good sixth sense in that capacity. So he can always figure out the directions and figure out how to get back to the air conditioning. So hopefully he will. But it is hot as hell here. Do you remember which way it was? Might have to text her to get the address. Well, we could go back to the AC, Bubs. But we got to go back to it. You can't just stand in one place. It's pissing me off. Sometimes I yell at him because it's like he wanted to go back, and you can't just stay there like that. Left. Is it a left? Well, I'm gonna text her and ask her where her house is because I can't remember. Got a nice little breeze at least, which is sorely needed. You see some of the houses, some of the brick. It's kind of interesting. Again, a lot of big fences. Is it this way? Do you remember the way? Because I don't remember, dude. I think that's it. I think that's the house. Is it? I can't remember. Well, we'll hear the dog, so we'll be able to figure it out. Hopefully he's had his walk. This is not a bad walk for him. This is about a solid 15 minutes. And he's enjoying it. Pretty green house. I like the colors. It's a little more colored out in the houses. I think this is her house, but I can't. Fuck, is it her house? I can't remember at all. No, it's not her house. Shit. I feel bad getting lost when it's 110 degrees. Uh-oh. Where's her house? Oh, is that their house? They all kind of look the same to me. So I'm not exactly positive. I think that is it probably, because the door's open. But then she had a garage. Shit, she didn't have a door, did she? Because this ain't it. Nope. Oh, fuck. All right, guys, I'm going to go and ask her where her house is. Hey. Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys, give me a minute. Don't sign off. All right, we're back on track. Hey, we still got people, still 27 people hanging out, making that investment. Thank you, guys. So as you can see, this is kind of a stereotypical Mexican city where it's not actually that much trash on the ground, but it's a little crazy. And there are a lot of dogs barking. Apparently, the dogs do exhibit racism unintentionally because I'll walk down the street, and when when Mexicans walk down this, not normal people, when Mexicans walk down the street, or darker people, nobody barks at them. And then all of a sudden, when I'm walking down the street and the dogs see me, they think I'm like a predator. It goes, hey, 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 we're almost home. Come on. Come on. You're the one that wanted to walk all this way, dude. You can't stop. Sorry, sometimes I get mad at him. August is so high maintenance, is he? I gotta read the chat. I don't know what you guys are saying. I'll read it once I get into some air conditioning. We're almost home, man. Don't worry. I know it sucks, but you're the one that wanted to walk all this way. So you can't give me shit about that. Hey, there's another dog. What up? He's trying to start some shit. Start some beef. He says, you want beef? We got it. And guys, let me just double... Shit, where am I? Fuck! Alright, guys, we're back. I went the wrong way. I feel like an asshole. That was all my fault. Now I'm angry. And, you know, the dog's supposed to know how to get back. For some reason, he's not. He has no idea this time, and he's pissing me off. Nope, 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 we're walking. Come on. We're not standing in one spot for 20 minutes. We're not doing that. Fucking Christ, man. You're pissing me off today. Can't just go in a damn direction. And then you give me shit. You wanted to walk. It's not my problem. We got another little dog. What up? Alright, I think we're going the right direction. Guys, let me double check. Oh, there she is. Alright, cool. Hey, get in the car. Cool. Here, I'm gonna put this in the bottom. Hey, thanks for picking me up.
I didn't know where.
I'm glad I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way again.
I didn't know to which side, but I decided to go.
Yeah. I'm on streaming, by the way, but I won't show you. So cool, where are we going? Thanks for picking me up. I like your music. So I was reading, people write little messages in my video, which is kind of strange. So if I'm reading them out loud. Get lost in bad Mexican neighborhood, gets killed by weather. That's verdad. Hey, Finger, I missed you today in Pito Libre. I don't know what that is. DOA's megaphone. Hey, we got DOA. We're covering his court case on Friday. Dusty says, MD Media, thanks for unhiding me. MD Media has set you free. Dog needs to put Dodge on a leash. That's pretty accurate. Somebody says, my dog needs to put me on a leash.
I will send you to open the map.
Open the map? Oh, you're opening the map? Cool. That sounds good. Oh, yes. So yeah, pardon. Little introduction. That's it. Big respect to you both, dog, but your dog definitely took a dump. I'm a dog owner and you caught me. But it was next to like other dumps, huh? So that's amazing you could tell that. Don't tell CDO Brown, he gets mad. But in Mexico, there's just piles of dung everywhere, so I think we're in a good situation. You can see what the streets look like. We got mobile. It's like an old school gas station. I'm not even gonna get involved in this conversation after the video. We hear some of the stores are kind of cool to look at. You get a much better view if you drive because the camera's a lot more steady. But here I also wanted to show that Mexico isn't, here's an oak. So for some people that think like, you know, they think of like Trump's Mexico, which they think everybody are riding horses and it's all dirt roads and everything's undeveloped and there are people hanging out on the street. And you'll see, we'll go by a lot of places, and to me it's like America Plus, and they have all the same things that the USA has. Like here, for example, here's a 7-Eleven. They got 7-Elevens everywhere. Here's your BP on the left. And they have a lot of these mini outdoor it's a booming city. Is it a booming city? Are there more people moving here than there used to be, or no?
Yeah, from the sort of Mexico.
Interesting. So it's a lot of like migrants and stuff. Do you ever see them?
Yep.
And they're kind of all over. So yeah, that Mexicali is one of the cities that has had a big influx of, you know, the stay in Mexico. Jay Wood, I'm going to ignore your comment. Mexico is McDonald's, KFC, Popeyes, and it's 10 times better. It usually is actually better, ironically. Let me know if you don't like me streaming. I can stop if you want. Because you seem very terse, but that's okay. Yeah, I got everything. Oh, it's so hot though. So yeah, you take it. This is just a little red light, so we're kind of chilling here for a moment. But yeah, the little medical school, which is interesting, and the infiltration continues. Doesn't it ever? This is a problem about not having mods in my chat. Jay Wood's gonna say some inappropriate things that I'm not even gonna address. So we already put that to bed. We already know it's the other way around, guys. What's up? Block? Yeah, I know. I should block them, shouldn't I? But my thing is, it's funny in this YouTube world. People block people, but then people get so mad that the people who block people argue with the other people who block them. And so with mine, I don't block anybody. They're called moderators, so they'll moderate the comments. And there've been, can't you turn? Oh, you're turning left. I see. Here's a little Mexicali sign. That's all right. That's all right. I think we're fine. At some point, I want to go by the wall, but we can do that later too. I like the free chat. Me too. Free the chat. The air conditioning works better this time. That's nice. And the dog's still not happy, but oh well. So yeah, all these streets aren't that dirty, but they're cracked. You can see it's a lot more rickety to drive on the streets. They're not very paved well. And you'll see, if you can see this little Volkswagen, this little VW bug. These are I think they're very cool. These type of cars are very popular in Mexico, especially in the center of Mexico, where they have tiny little streets. But it's cool because you'll see these VWs from the 60s, 70s, and 80s all across. This is, you know what, Dempsey, I can see why they blocked you, to be honest, but you're welcome to sign on. Guys, I'm not getting involved in any stupid moderating Marina versus Dempsey versus, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm not going to address your comments if you're like Dempsey something, this, that. I'm just done with that shit. But Dempsey, you're welcome to hang out, and I'll address any other comment. This is an interesting thing. There's a lot of advertisements that are painted, like murals, which is a little different than what they have in the U.S. And they got Infinitium. You work for Infinitium technically, right? Or I guess you don't want to share your information, but oh well. Never mind. Got a little boutique. They didn't stop making the old yeah, so some of them are like 2090s even. Yeah. This is very true. So you can see they got some palm trees, being Baja California. And very few people are out. We got this one dude though. Not want to be him. See some of the houses. And there are these empty little plots of land. Partytology, how are you? Good to see you. And this is a big style, kind of the nicer houses. Not bad. So it's not like you're necessarily, you know, that's the thing. Not everybody is living in poverty. We're in Mexico. Yes, we are. We're in Mexicali, right on the border, south of the border, literally south of the border. I walked yesterday from Calexico. There's a wall in the distance. We go by it, but no worries if it's heading your way. You don't want to do it? We go by the wall?
If you want, yeah.
Well, if you don't mind.
We are going in that direction, but
Oh, cool.
I was just trying to get the street where we have the Airbnb.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, whatever you want. And again, if you're annoyed by the streaming, I think I just talk a lot, so I think if you're not talking, I think you're annoyed. But if you're annoyed by the streaming, you can let me know. All right, cool. Perfect. I appreciate it. I'm catching up. We're in Mexico, yes. And I'm going to try to show you guys the wall, but we might do it later, whatever. Whatever's convenient for you. Whatever works. But it's interesting to look at. There is a lot of barbed wire. That's common, that you know, with things closer to the border. And we're going to... Mexicali, Baja California is so chill. It is. It's a nice little... It's a big city. It has 700,000 people. But you'll see that the cities in Mexico are all bigger, and they're all a lot more condensed than their U.S. counterparts. So you'll see, like, Calexico has maybe 20,000 people. And that's the counterpart city to Mexicali, which has 700,000. So Mexicali is more people than Seattle or Portland or a lot of it. But it is a very nice city, and it's less crazy than like Juarez or Matamoros, for example, or Tijuana. It's kind of one of the more chill. I think it's a little wealthier and nicer. We see some nice little trees. Here's your wall. And interesting enough, they put advertisements on the wall. If it's not a headache, but I don't want you to go out of your way. That's kind of interesting. Although, yeah, we don't want to get caught in the line either. But if you guys are interested, here's the wall. And you can see through it if you go by quickly. So here, look at all this urbanity. Sorry, I didn't get you. Look at all this urbanity, and then on this side, it's just mounds of dirt. This is the American side. So this is the urbanization of Mexicali, and on this side, it's just mounds of dirt. So you can see how much more urban and populated and condensed Mexicali is compared to right here, the United States of America. So it's interesting to see both at the same time. But this is it, right? You see all these houses on this side, farmland. But you can see that that's why it's amazing. It's two different worlds, and it literally takes 10 minutes to walk from one world to the other. This wall kind of bums me out. I'm not very pro-wall, guys. I know we got some Trump fans here, but I don't know. I say open borders, in my opinion. So yeah, this is all pure farmland. It is interesting. Thank you. Let's say, hey, one of my OG fans. Thank you for stopping in. I think we got 60 people in the chat right now. Not bad. We got a nice little audience. It is cool, right? So again, this is all U.S. and this is, see the difference. U.S., Mexico. There's not even a road on the U.S. side. So you certainly see the difference. Sometimes you'd see people actually trying to climb over the wall, but it's too hot right now. Yes, this is the famous wall. And it gets bigger, see? And this part is bigger. And here's Border Patrol. Right? But for what reason? And then again, more farmlands. And once we drive a little further south, you can see there's Border Patrol again. You'll start seeing a few houses in Calexico, California. But yeah, this is a famous wall. Usually you'd see people out here and stuff, but not this time around. Is this one of the hottest days here? Is this like normal? Wow, that's depressing. Yeah, right, for 3 months in a row. It's like the most horrible. See the left a little bit. And again, nothing. Some cool houses. This house I like. I do like the way they paint the colors, but you do see there is a little more danger because lots of barbed wires and big fences around all these homes, which you don't really have in the USA. So that's certainly a tangible difference. Are these people who live here? Are they wealthy, not wealthy, in the middle, or all over?
Kind of wealthy.
Yeah. Okay. So it's nice to live in one of those houses. Interesting. So this would be like a nice neck of the woods to live in. So here you can see all the ads for dentists. These are all dentists. So they do have Americans coming in for dental work. And you'll see all the ads. Dodge, I eat candy. Nice to have you back. Thanks for being with us yesterday. Much appreciated. I need to get soda at some point. Oh my God, I'm thirsty. Yes, churches. And again, still emptiness. Crazy to see. Thank you. Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it? And you really get right close to it, and you're in the moment. So it's just cruising down the road that divides the USA and Mexico. But again, it's fun to show because it's not as run down as you necessarily think. All cities are cities, right? All of them are dangerous in their own way. And there's some comments saying, see, now you get to see some stuff in Calexico. There's a comment saying you're going to get robbed, whatever. And yeah, people got robbed going to Tijuana and some other stuff. But like, you get robbed and killed in Detroit. And so yeah, you know, there were 4 tourists that went to Baja California and got killed. Now, there's probably over 4,000, 5,000 tourists that come. Am I really worried that I'm going to be one of the 4 out of 5,000? That's just kind of how I think. Everybody says, don't go to this neighborhood, don't go to that neighborhood. You'll get killed, you'll get shot. And I always thought, you know what? I don't think I'm going to be part of the 4 out of 5,000 people that this actually happens to. And after that, I've never really been scared of going anywhere. I mean, I get a little I get nervous when people are aggressive towards you for being a tourist, but that's different. So like the Dominican Republic, that was a lot. That I did get nervous because they're very aggressive and wouldn't leave me alone. It's dystopian looking. It is. The wall makes it very dystopian, doesn't it? I'd rather get robbed in Tijuana than Detroit, right? They'll be happy with less money. The wall, yes, I figured. Lots of Scientologists, all those dentists, I bet. Here's some like sunroof thing. I don't know what this is. Here's an advertisement for WhatsApp. Everybody, it's funny, in Canada and Mexico, they use WhatsApp, but not in the USA. So now we're seeing our first house in Calexico. And this was, you said this is like, this used to be where the old wall was. Or that used to be the old border before they built the bigger wall. So what was this before? Was it just nothing?
What, here?
Yeah, like the wall. Yeah. Like before this wall, what was it? Could you just walk across?
No, since I remember, their houses were in a wall, but it was shorter, not so high.
Interesting. So then that's interesting. So Trump didn't really build the wall, he just added the wall.
He changed just the fence.
That's it. So that's all Trump did. So there was a wall before, he just made it bigger. Huh. See, this is why you go out and actually ask questions, because you really see the reality. Hi, Dodge. Interesting tour of a place I've never been. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And this is all Calexico. You see the houses starting to just begin right now. Some pretty parts over here.
I will just go on this side because I don't have my
That's
visa
fine.
right now.
Yeah, right. You don't want to get screwed in that line. Yeah, there's no line today.
No.
That's great. How is it this light? Is it always this easy in the summer like this? Electrical.
Just go across when they finish their weekend.
Yeah,
They
right.
return Monday normally.
That makes sense. So it's like they spend the weekend. Oh, is that tower in Calexico? I always thought that tower was in Mexicali.
There is one in Calexico.
Oh, there's both of them.
And there is one
Oh,
in
funny.
Mexicali.
God, that's really confusing.
Each
So-
city has
Their own thing, yeah. So guys, this is where I walked across from. If you remember yesterday, if you were watching. For some reason I thought the wall was solid. No, it's not realized it's like somebody else said, a picket fence. It is. I love Calico, or Calexico, I think you mean. I know what you mean. Cool, the border, yeah. So this is the Hotel del Norte, which is like a famous hotel to stop right after you walk across. And that area is where you walk across from. And so if you guys remember yesterday, that's where I walked from. So this isn't the Centro though, right? Is this the Centro?
Yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay. Then where's like the Coca-Cola sign, and is that the same area or is that further?
Coca-Cola, the one of the marina?
Yes, yeah.
It's near here.
It is,
You
okay.
want to go there?
Yeah, it might be kind of cool. Because that's a nifty little, that's a weird little area. But only if it's not a headache for you. Don't break your back. Well, I appreciate that. I got my own Uber, guys. Uber free. Uber gratis. So you got your big Oxxo. You got your all types of Mexican foods. Again, a lot of medical stuff. You got their special ice cream. That's special in Michoacan, which is down south, but it's a famous Michoacana, which is a famous little Mexican ice cream from Michoacan, which they have. They got some street art, which is kind of cool. Appreciate you showing us around. Thank you, Christina. Thanks for tuning in. And of course, as always, being a big supporter of mine. Appreciate the love. Yeah, I figured it would be fun today to get an actual vibe of what it's like inside the city. Because it's not enough just to cross it. You gotta get in the mix. You gotta be inside it. Feels good to be inside of you, Mexico. So nice to see you kick back and have some downtime. Yeah, thank you. Viva la Mexico. It is. Thank you. I'm enjoying it. I mean, I'm hating this weather, but happy to see her. So, and it's fun to show you guys around as well. Now that we're in AC, we're all doing all right. But yeah, I'll come back and help with the protesting. Probably Tuesday I'll be back. Because Friday is the next court case, but I want to come in earlier Tuesday, Wednesday, so I can help protest and add some reinforcements, add some boots on the ground. But at the same time, you have to separate yourself, or else the internal drama just gets too much. And that's what happens. If people are together the whole time, people are going to beef with each other. So the best recipe for love is distance. That's what I always say. Here's this big Chinese pagoda. Can you see it? Yeah. Weird Chinese pagoda, because there was a lot of immigrants, Chinese immigrants that went to Mexicali. Do you know why they went to Mexicali? This is another pagoda.
Oh, the Chinese?
Yeah. Was it railroad?
Chinese were a lot of Chinese were pioneers over here.
Interesting. Oh, so they helped found it. Cool. And do you know what the reason was? Was it working the railroad or farming?
They were workers, and they used to live in some like bunkers.
Interesting.
On the bottom of the floor.
How cool. So they like created these roofs. These are all like Chinese created roofs. Interesting. So this is like a docking place for them. Was there ever a genocide? Like they had a genocide in Torreon? Where they killed most of the Chinese people? Do they have that here or no?
No.
That's good. That's a relief. Well, yeah, you know, the biggest population of Chinese people was in Torreon in the 1920s, and they killed 80% of them. And they say the reason there's like no Chinese community in Mexico is because the government killed them all. But it's interesting to see that they're like the diversity. Mexico could have been more diverse, but just like the U.S., the Mexican government committed mass genocide on a bunch of minorities. Except, of course, the minorities aren't the brown minorities, but they could be Chinese or something else. My dad is from there. Interesting. Ours says this is better than political reporting. How do you like it? Well, this has to do with politics too, right? Because you can get an idea of what these cities are actually like, what, you know, the scene is like with crossing the border. So cool, Oscar. My dad is from there. Very cool. Where does he live now? Oh, so now we're going the main stretch. Cool. This is a fun little tour. Thank you for this. Hope it's not too stressful for you. So now we're going to like downtown. They got a Porky's. Isn't that wild? Porky's named after that movie about the strip club. It's like old American culture. It's like they're always 20 years behind, so they think Porky's is a relevant reference. So that's their name of the club, is Porky's. And you have the 7-Eleven here. You have the Mexicali Rose, like the song. Mexicali Rose, stop crying. And this is the center. This is like the plaza where people walk down. There's a lot of street murals here. A bunch of movies used to be filmed in this neck of the woods as well. So again, a lot of Chinese. You can get the best Chinese food in Mexico, in Mexicali. And there's another beautiful mural. What do you say? Yeah, that's a girl from Roma. I'm kidding. Beautiful church. You always got to have your signature church. This is kind of the walking plaza to pedestrians only. Oh, cool. This is a Coca-Cola. This is it. So yeah, so the mayor just added this? Actually, can we stop? Because I want to get a soda, if I may. If you're able to park. If not, don't worry about it. Sweet. Do you want anything? It's on me. You sure? Blue Brown is very nice here. I appreciate it. I'm so thirsty. And I think they probably have a fountain soda. They're probably the one place in Mexico where you could actually get a fucking fountain soda. So you see, here's the La Chinesca. They called it La Chinesca. So it's a whole Chinese neighborhood. 2 sodas. I think that's a good idea. I think I need 2. Well, thank you for going out of the way. Very sweet. I appreciate that. And again, dentist. God, what are you listening to? You listen to Backstreet Boys? Gross.
What is that? Tearing up my heart, but
Yeah.
I think it's
In sync? Oh yeah, whoops, I got that confused. In sync, Backstreet Boys. Now they're all up. Have you ever seen any Chinese people here or no?
Yeah,
That's
all-
cool.
Actually, at work, I have to deal with
Oh, really?
I really don't understand.
That's funny. It's like they're speaking Chinese. I imagine. So at this light, you can see some of the decorations. They got some long red lights, just like they got everywhere else. And this is the only area where people pay attention to the lights. And they got Arco. Arco is big. Are you in Mexicali? Yes. I went there with my church my senior year of high school for a week. Did some Christian missionary work. Well, God bless you, quite literally. Thanks to the good work, man. What? Are you evangelical or are you LDS? Thanks to the good work regardless. I'm LDS, actually. Fun fact. I'm the most corrupt. I am a baptized member of the Mormon church, although I don't follow any of it. But I felt bad for these missionaries, so I let them baptize me, and then everybody liked me. And then I trained missionaries and pretended I stopped drinking and stopped having premarital sex, and it was all a lie. But hey, I was a mission. Well, I did some mission. I didn't do missionary work, so they didn't send me anywhere. But I trained missionaries. So Will's hoodie pocket. That's a long way of saying thanks to the good work. And so here are these, again, Chinese style roofs. When do you think that building was built? Do you know? 30s, 40s?
Not really sure.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Non-denominational, respect. Well, Whale's hoodie pocket, I hope it wasn't for Hillsong. Because that got a little weird. But as long as it's not Hillsong, respect. I used to go to Hillsong with my roommate, who was very religious. But I was like, this guy is such a D-bag with his leather jacket. And then shocker, he's having an affair. It was all a lie. Gotta love Hillsong. And here we are. You can get a really cool view of things too. So I'm gonna step out. You're so nice to go all the way around like that. You sure you don't want anything? Okay. I'll be very quick. Hey, you gotta stay. I'm talking to the dog. I'm so thirsty. I'm excited. Soy emocionado. Stay. I'll be right back, boy. Woo, it is hot. So we're now walking. And yeah, this is like so apparently the current mayor of Mexicali installed this 50s style random Coca-Cola place. Well, it's kind of cool, isn't it? So I'll take a look. It's almost like you're in Disneyland. Gracias. ¿Cómo estás? Buenas tardes. Tengo las 2 de eso de la fuente. ¿Tienes Coca Light aquí?
Tengo sin azúcar nada más.
¿Sin alcanzar?
Sin no sugar.
No sugar, sí, claro. Ok, so solo sin alcanzar, pero no Coca Light.
No, Coca
So
Light.
Coke Zero? Coca Zero. So quiero esto de sin alcanzar.
Tengo de esos 2 tamaños.
Y eso, grande, por favor. Y con mucho hielo, si puedes.
0, ¿verdad?
Sí, 0. Ajá.
60.
60. You see, very 50s. Gracias.
Gracias.
Gracias. Good, they put lots of ice. We got a little popcorn here. Gracias. Oh, nice. Good English. It's good. I like it. I'm gonna do a quick smoke. Spanish language is sexy, except when I try to speak it. Then it's not very sexy. But other than that, usually it's sexy. But we'll take a quick look. I'm not gonna leave her waiting too long. We'll take a quick look. Right on to me. Just to get a vibe of the street. But yeah, you got a lot of murals here. The American organized criminals make places like this are embezzling opportunities. Well, that's what she was saying to me, is that the mayor is really corrupt and she has a lot of like fake businesses and stuff. And that's how she got to be mayor, by paying people off. So that's a pretty accurate statement, Johnny. Non-denominational. No, not that one. I didn't think you were. You still get your copies. This is the main church again. And you can see down the main strip. And again, the wall, this is your downtown. The wall is right there. So you can see that. Got your classic Ford. But it's kind of interesting. It's worth a walk around. You're the best, thank you. You want a sip? Hi. Did he miss me? What? Yeah, the dog missed me. Not really. He was chill. Yeah, 3 IQ wizard newsflash, Biden quit the race. I am aware of that. Guys in the chat, tell me if you want me to make a video. The only reason I'll make a video on it is because I think they need to nominate the governor of Colorado, who's Jared Polis. And the reason they should nominate Polis is for 2 big reasons. One, he's progressive on social issues, on most of the social issues, which is where the country is. Yeah, thank you. Oh, here's a cool little theater. But he's economically conservative. He wants to eliminate the income tax. But most importantly, a lot of people who are even progressive, like myself, felt like the lockdowns for COVID were way too punitive. And the blue states were the ones who were by far the most restrictive. And really restricted, only in my opinion, restrictive with our civil liberties and locking down. Jared Polis is one of the few Democrats who mirrored the red state lockdowns, which was he barely locked Colorado down. The other argument is Polis is the governor of one of the few blue states that has a big city that isn't getting more dangerous and more problematic. You think you can't do Newsom because San Francisco's getting worse and worse, so is Los Angeles. You can't do a lot of these blue state governors or senators or anything because their states are getting worse, but Denver is doing better than ever. So, yeah, I think they should nominate Jared Polis. And tell me if you think I should do a video on that. RFK Jr. I'm voting probably for RFK Jr. We'll see what it's between RFK Jr. or if the Democrat nominates somebody. I won't vote for Trump, but if they nominate somebody I like for the Dems, which I think is unlikely because I don't think I'd go for Kamala, it's between Kamala and RFK Jr., but I'm a big RFK Jr. guy. The Democrats should nominate RFK Jr. because think about it. He gets a lot of the moderates. He gets a lot of the people who thought the lockdowns were too much. And if RFK Jr. is getting 12% in the polls, add 12% to the baked in 43% that the Democrats would get, well, then that's called a winning election. Yes, do a video. I will. All right, thank you guys. I will do a video on it. It's topical, so I'm done hanging out with her. We'll do a video. Yeah, I'd have a whole assessment on what I think of each candidate. Thank you. Well, all right, I will do a video because yeah, I think people forget there are a lot of pro-civil liberties, libertarian-leaning progressives out there. It's not all black and white. You know, I'm pro-choice. I'm pro-gay marriage. I'm pro-LGBT. I don't want to be that restrictive of immigration. I think we should have a much more expedient path to citizenship. And give out visas far more quickly to eliminate the problem. Yes, he's married to Cheryl Hines from Curb Your Enthusiasm, exactly. No, Newsom cannot beat Trump. And the other thing I don't like about Newsom is he just comes off as a douchebag. He's like too handsome and too creepy. He's like steal your girl. And he comes off as a used car salesman. He's not likable. You need somebody, likable. People say likable is not a real thing. Likability is a real thing. I mean, I gotta say, I got a lot of problems, but at least I'm likable. Although I don't take myself very seriously. But maybe that's kind of what you need in Canada anyway. But yeah, he's just not likable. And then San Francisco has gotten worse and worse. And that's been a complete disaster. But he's probably going to make a play. And I think I will do some more videos because the new candidates will be emerging for this. How much is gas here?
Like 23 pesos per
Gallon? So it's similar. So it's about like $1 and change per gallon. So like how much does it cost you for a full tank? Yeah.
Maybe it's like 1,000 pesos.
It's about same. It's $50. Yours is bigger, so it's a little cheaper, but not much. Do they get rid of? So Pemex still has the control, right? Or the government controls the gas, or is it Pemex?
Not anymore.
So they have competition. That's good. So that's why all the new gas stations I've seen, like BP. Because when I first went 5 years ago, I never saw BP. I never saw Arco. Interesting. Oh, look at this. This is a cool little fancy Chinese place. It's interesting. Yeah. And it sucks. She says it sucks.
Oh, Dax.
Ducks?
Dax.
Oh, Dax. That's her favorite makeup place. Dax. There's a German restaurant we ate at one time called Heidelberg. And IE Candy says, we are dumping Trudeau, which you actually say Trudeau is the Anglican way. Trudeau would be the French pronunciation. But if you're from Ontario, if you're from Gatineau or East, you would say Trudeau. If you're from Gatineau West or West, you'd say Trudeau. Yeah, Trudeau is, I'm going to be up in Canada in 2025 as well to cover that election. I think that'll be really interesting. I can never pronounce that guy's name. Pierre Poilievre? Pierre Poilievre? Pierre Poilievre. But Pierre's very talented. I think Pierre's gonna win the. He's gonna probably be the next Prime Minister of Canada, and it's interesting. Trudeau had the same, or the opponents of Trudeau had the same problem Hillary Clinton had. Trudeau's opponents, both Aaron O'Toole and Andrew Scheer. And Aaron O'Toole's only 2 years ago, they both beat Trudeau in the popular vote. But Trudeau got more ridings, which is almost like electoral votes. Of course, Canada's parliamentary, so it's like the UK, which is based on ridings or parliamentary seats. But it's weird because of Toronto, it's almost intentional. The outer Toronto is so liberal, and not outer Toronto isn't, but direct suburban Toronto is so liberal, they carved it into all these ridings so Trudeau can get more. But I think Pierre is going to, because O'Toole and Scheer were these Mitt Romney type conservatives, and I think Pierre has a lot more energy and is tapping into some of the anger that Canadians feel, conservative wise. So I think Pierre's going to win, and I think that's very. Thank you, IE Candy. Poilievre, thank you. Pierre Poilievre. But hey, I'm the one American who actually knows who he is, so that's a step in the right direction. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate it. Thank you, Christina. Glad you're enjoying it. Newsom looks like David Miscavige's long-lost brother. That is 1,000% accurate. Trudeau being Castro's son. Yes, he looks like him. It's one of my all-time favorites. I don't, conspiracy theories of all time. I don't care if it's true or not, says Reed. It's just a good story. He looks a lot like him, dude. But he looks like his dad, too. His mom had an affair, probably with Castro, but famously his mom had an affair with Ron Wood, who was like the third most famous guy in the Rolling Stones. There was like Mick Jagger, and there was Keith Richards, and there's Ron Wood. And Leave It to Canada, second best for the Prime Minister's wife, doesn't go for Mick or Keith Richards, because that's too big time, but it's Canada, so you have to settle for third best. And so she had an affair with Ron Wood. Margaret Trudeau, as they say. So here are some little, are these taxis? What are these? Radio taxi. Yeah, here's a little radio taxi. So unlike the US, where Uber's killed, I mean, there's Uber here too, and it's becoming more and more popular. But unlike the US,
where Uber's killed every street taxi. You don't see taxis on the street. You'll still see a fair amount of them in Mexico. Although I always say Mexico is really the same as the United States. It's not that different, but it's 20 years behind. So for example, if you go to a mall, like people love their malls in Mexico, and the malls in Mexico are bigger than the US malls. They're massive. And like Drake Bell is popular from Drake and Josh. Like go figure, right? Right? And they like love him. And like nobody in the USA hasn't heard the name Drake Bell for 15 years. And the other thing is people still love The Simpsons. The Simpsons is like the biggest deal in the world here. So I always say Mexico is not this, backwards nation. It's just a little behind us. It's us. It just takes a while to catch up to us, for better or for worse. How long are we in Mexico for? Not long. I promised I'd see her, and I'm happy to see her. She has to go back to work though, and the dog hates this weather. So tomorrow I'm gonna head back to the U.S. and we're gonna drive about 3 hours to Big Bear Lake so the dog can get cooled off. And then on Tuesday or Wednesday, we're gonna dock into L.A., help with the protest, and then Friday is DOA's court case. So obviously Friday is a must attend. Drake Bell is Mexican. Is Drake Bell Mexican? She says no. I mean, he looks like me, so I don't think he's that Mexican. But he is popular there. All government lies make fake promises. He will win about Pierre. However, I'm very optimistic there will be a fresh face of common sense practices. He seems awesome to me. I like him a lot too. I eat candy. I'm a big fan of Pierre. Dodge, I blocked Fake Dempsey. It appears you're trying to start things. Great, Marina. Marina, I'll address you. I'm a fan of yours, but how about this? I felt bad because I called you Ellie and you were so not Ellie. Guys, Marina's cool. I want to publicly apologize to Marina. Google it. All right, Minion, I will. Hell's Bells. I don't know what that means, but I like it. Trudeau made us more China-da. Well, I mean, there's deep corruption with China and Canada, and there's, Trudeau was, what happened with that, I.e. Canty? I know the government was under investigation for secret communication with the Chinese government, and that was a big scandal. And I know the Chinese government, what they did is they installed their puppets to be in Vancouver to serve in various elected positions in Vancouver, and they realized there's a direct connection between like the members of the Vancouver City Council and like their direct past was they worked in the Communist Party of the USA, Communist Party of China back then. When is Street's next court date with Joey? I have it written down. It's Thursday, so sorry guys. DOA is Friday. Streets is this Thursday, so I will have to be back by Thursday. By Wednesday, I'll have to be back. Never mind, he just lives there. Yeah, right, but he does live there, so I can see why you made that mistake. Oh, I was mad, offended. I get that. Oh, so I think you're a good mod, says Marina. Most people say I'm a good mod. I also am a victim of Ellie, so it's even worse. Yeah, I figured. No, I think you're a pretty good mod. I think you do good work. You're always welcome here, Marina. So sorry shit was started for you. I'd be offended too. I think it was like everybody was talking and somebody was like, Marina's Ellie. Like, haha, yeah, Marina, you're Ellie. And we were all just like talking about Dempsey, so I thought it was funny. I felt bad. But thank you for your understanding. I'm glad we're still tight. But you left that comment, and that immediately made me feel. I was going to respond to you in the comment, but I figured you might be back in a live, or you might be in Harky's live, so I can address you then. Here's some of the cool houses. I thought someone had a court date Monday. I don't think so, unless, guys, is there a court date on Monday? I don't think next Monday there is. I think Danny has one next Monday, but not this upcoming Monday. Cool. Dempsey says, Marina, I hope we could reconcile and be friends. I would advocate for that too. Well, I'll let y'all handle that. These are some of the little private communities for ultra security that they have in Mexicali, that you have to go through security to get it. I love the little nurseries. They make them very colorful. So these are little daycare places, preschools, that they make really kind of adorable. The most savage thing ever would be if you ripped a huge fart right now. No, I'm with the date, so I'm not gonna fart. I've never farted in front of you, right? Have I ever farted in front of you? Oh, I have? Oh, well, sorry. Well, I didn't mean to. Well, I try not to fart in front of her, but she says I did once. Was I asleep or awake? Oh, whoops. When was this? Months ago? A year?
A year ago.
A year, okay, cool. Whoops. Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, that's true. I was outside at least. Good point. Good memory. So there you go. There's the answer for the fart guys. I will stop hanging out with somebody if they fart regularly around me. LOL. I think that's legit. Wait, are we on a date? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you know, she's my old flame. All right, I won't talk about it too. She says don't talk about it that much. But yeah, how about that? It's not really a date because we've known each other for a long time. We dated when I was in Yuma. Now catching up. Here's the wall again. This is a different section of it. God, you're so private. I guess I forget that most people are not as crazy and open as me. So, we just got a bus. Here's another part of the wall. La Cascada. What's La Cascadas, do you know? La Cascadas.
It's like a convention center.
Oh, interesting.
Seniors.
Oh, cool. Gotta get those quinces in. Mexico, calor del bueno. Mexicali, the heat is good. Yeah, no shit. Now we're seeing the really ugly part. Are we near Portales?
No,
No,
that
okay.
Portales is
Alright.
the other side. This is like
That's
the
the other-
industrial zone.
Oh, okay, so this is just
Maquilas,
Zona
maquilas.
Industrial. Is it Zona Industria or Zona Industrial?
Yeah.
Industrial. Industrial.
The maquila.
Maquilas. Claro. But a lot of new construction in the industrial zone. They're building that building. I fell into a water well trunk in Mexico last time. I was there and had a shotgun pulled at me. Had a shotgun pulled on me. My God. Where in Mexico were you? Yeesh. It was an accident, though. I hope so. Why fix something that is so profitable? That's enough to give everyone a tiny house. Easy. What's profitable? I loved visiting Mexico when I was a kid. The Mercado sold me a switchblade and a weed pole. I was 13. Yeah, you get some cool contrabands, can't you? Nobody's gonna ID you. Have you ever been ID'd in Mexico? No, never, right? No, somebody was saying this guy when he was 13 got a weed pipe. And I said, yeah, nobody asked for identification in Mexico. And I was wondering, have you ever been ID'd?
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
If I enter into the club here,
Oh, they'll still ID you?
or I have like 30, but they asked me my ID when I was buying alcohol in some Target.
Oh, really? Funny, huh? So they actually do it. What's the age here? 19 or 18? 18. So that's the youngest in the continent. There's the driving line, which I've driven many times. Out to, is this one that goes to Calexico too,
Yeah,
right?
this is the secretary
Yeah.
for
You got some cool monument. This looks more like Juarez, this area. What the fuck is this in the middle? Do you know who built this or why or how much money this was?
And just something.
Yes.
We went to do to spend money.
Yes, well worth it. Clearly, it's stunning.
I will return because there is nothing.
She says go to Tecate, and she says nah, 13 is legal drinking age. No, not really, but you can get away with it at 13. I feel the way I feel, man. I feel like a woman. So you get another view of this building up ahead. Of all the court dates, which are you most intrigued by? Good question. Says I can't eat. And or interest in finally hearing the outcome. Easy answer. I'm most intrigued by Streets LA because that you can make a movie based on that court case. It's fascinating. Are we crossing the border?
No.
Oh, you're letting us see? Oh, thank you. Yeah, you can see this is the border. This is a road that goes right there to the USA. Definitely streets because the case is longer and there's a lot more back and forth. A lot of these are very simple. You do one motion, one hearing, and you're at court for all of 6, 7, 8 minutes. And that's going to be, and I'm still going to go because I need to give you guys the updates. And even in the 6-7 minutes, there's going to be interesting things that happen. But Street's attorney is so, well, not that that matters. She's hot, but she's quick on her feet and so good and like so charismatic. She's like probably like mid-50s or something. And she's so like deft and like fascinating to listen to. And the attorney for Joey is also interesting. And if any of you ever seen the TV show Community, and you remember the you know, president, the college president, the bald guy with the glasses, he looks and sounds like that character from Community, that actor, but literally that character. And he's fascinating too because he'll constantly raise his voice. And you can see the approaches he takes. And so the Streets, you know, I mean, this is such a close case, so there's so much to talk about where we keep thinking we're going to get a conclusion, and then the case keeps getting continued. So I would say Streets LA by a mile. I'm intrigued by Solomon versus ZDT. Me too. Me too. You know, ZDT had a thing calling me a predator, and he pulled it down, which is a bummer because I wanted an excuse to talk more shit about him when he did take it down. But yes, so, you know, I've been asked to bite my tongue, but I'll say, guys, long story short, good developments in Streets versus Solomon. I messed up because it was 1:30 and I showed up in the morning, and he never told me, or nobody ever told me it's 1:30, so I got the time wrong. But there was good news, but I will have a full rundown. They have another court date in about 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now, and there I will be asked to unbite my tongue. And if anybody talks to Aja, I don't know if Aja still has her court date or not. I'd like to go, but someone on her comment said she has to look at the video first, so fuck that. I'm definitely, you know, will tell her what I'm gonna say, but like, nobody's gonna look at the video first. So if that happens, I'm just not gonna cover it. Nobody's gonna control what I put in, I mean, I left mainstream media, so nobody would control what I put in, what I put out. So, you know, if Aja wants me to, and I get why, like, no guff towards her, I totally get it. But if Aja wants me to send her and say, and then she'll say, take this out, take that out, take this out, no. Then I'm just not going to cover her. And sorry, end of story. I've only been to Tijuana and Ensenada. Yeah, those, Tijuana's a little more run down. Vote Trump. Well, the people in the wall see this is Trump's wall. So he gets credit. Where are we going? Oh, cool, right. Oh, I thought we were going to Petco. We're doing Airbnb first. Perfect. ZDT is just projecting. You're not the first person he's... Yeah, no, I know. He's called 30 people predator. That's why I don't give a shit. That is completely innocent and good-hearted. Yeah, no, he's called everybody a predator. He's called Mindy a predator. He's called Streets a predator. He's called Jessica a predator. Confident Chris a predator. Alien versus Predator. He's called Alien a predator. He's called Predator. And yeah, he's the one that keeps detailing sexual rules and age of consent laws in Nevada. I mean, ZDT knows the age of consent laws in Nevada like the back of his hand. I'm amazing. She's kidnapping me. Yeah, we can go in. No, so we can put him in. This sounds good. He'll probably be happy. But you still need to go to Petco, though, don't you? You still need to go to Petco, though, don't you? Or do you not need to go? Do you want to go first and then go to Airbnb? Yeah. So she's such a sweetheart. She got this Airbnb for me because I got an Airbnb for us. And it was in Portales, which is in the most dangerous neighborhood. And I was so excited because it looked like a big house that was really cheap. And she's like, no, this is literally the one neighborhood I will not go to. And I'm like, well, listen, you don't have to spend the night with me. Like, you know, we could have a fun dinner and I could go back and take a taxi. And she's like, no, I'll just get you a place. It's just, she's very sweet. And so she got me and really, that Airbnb looks nice. A nice Airbnb in a better area. Because I literally booked in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods, apparently in Mexico. I was looking at that last night. Apparently that is one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Mexico. Like one of the highest concentration of crime. What's up? In the whole, yeah, that's what they're saying. The highest, in the whole like nation. Yeah, it's saying a lot. So yeah, Toronto. How's Olivia Chow doing? Very cool, Dodge. Respect from Toronto. I love Toronto. God, the dog loves Toronto. The dog, I have been to Toronto with the dog twice. One time in the summer and one time in the dead of winter, which was not fun for me, but the dog was in heaven. We went to Woodbine Beach and we went to the island, and the dog took his first ever ferry ride, and we went to Charo and we went to Mississauga. We went there, and I remember there I met a woman. I went out with her for a while. She's a little older. She's about 45. She's a teacher, and I met her on the lake in Mississauga, or in one of the suburbs of Toronto. So more memories, long story short, of Toronto. But he's the only one going after minor, right, and has a restraining order by a minor on him. Yes, precisely. Minion, well put. I remember my dad's vet friends in Mexico. We visited there, and he was cutting the tails off of Dobermans. Ouch. Right in the front of the store. That's sad. Yeah, they do that, don't they? And, you know, my dog has a little nub of a tail, and I wonder if somebody cut it off. Well, Candy, I like your comment, but I'm not going to read it out loud. I believe the same about swatting, yet I think he's having folks in his chat do it. Yes, my guess is that ZDT is, like, probably the main to do it. Because you have to, like, see, like, it's random, because there's a fair argument. It's like, Jess and Streets haven't really gotten swatted. But it's like ZDT has it out for very specific people, so I would agree with that. Like this rip-off Mario, you might have missed it. Are you 25, Dodge? God, I thought I was 25. That's embarrassing. No, I'm 33 old. Thank you, Minion. But thanks, I guess. Guess I have that beautiful 25-year-old skin. Dodge, you're not in Mexico until you see a random dog on a roof. Yes, it's probably too hot, but in the winter you see that all the time. Here's what sports complex is. It's para la niños. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. You said that would suck to get swatted in Mexico. Yeah, good luck speaking enough Spanish to figure that one out. Oh, here's a question. Do you know what you probably don't know what it is because it's very specific. Have you ever heard of a SWAT call? Meaning, have you ever heard, like, did they do this in Mexico? Like, if somebody, let's say you're in Mexicali, and somebody calls and says, I see a person, he has a gun. He's in the middle of the street. He has a machine gun. Will the police just come, or will they have like a helicopter come, and will they have the special police, or do they not do that in Mexico? Yeah, but they wouldn't, right? Because there's so much violence anyway. It wouldn't be that added. So there is the answer. There's no real swatting in Mexico. Yeah, right. So you can't, right? There's no such thing as swatting because it's every hour, so it doesn't. That's what I figured. So no, guys, I can't get swatted here. That's the answer. ZDT is a mega troll. He's like, yeah, I especially think about that. They're like, oh, there's a white guy. They'd be like, yeah, I doubt that's gonna happen. Just got swatted in Slab City. That makes more sense. I think they get pissed when people are there, apparently. It's wrong, whoever's doing the swatting. Yeah, it can kill people, dude. Like, what you're doing is if you make a SWAT call, what you're saying is, I am okay with taking the risk of an innocent human being dying. You're an attempted murderer. I mean, it's not, or it's, you know, it's, what is it, you know, when you're a drunk driver and you accidentally hit somebody? Second degree. It's second degree intended homicide, right? That's what it is, because it could result in a homicide. A SWAT in Slab was crazy. Yeah, yeesh. God, when did Jessica go to Slab City? That would be hot as hell, too. That'd probably be worse than here. See, here's the fancy mall place. This is where all the rich people go. So there are a lot of rich parts of the city, too. Doesn't ZDT live in or around LA? He does. Yes, I think he lives in Hollywood. In his mom's basement. Oh, I like the song. All you got to do is come. Oh, we should go to the movies at some point. Have you been to the movies lately? Maybe not. I think you think I'm talking to my chat and not you. That's okay.
Oh. Yeah.
I was like, or you're an asshole. Like, You must really hate me at this moment. I'm kidding. Yeah, over 1/3 of Canada's population lives in Ontario. Yeah, but I went deep in Ontario, dude. Yeah, I eat candy. Where in Canada are you from? Because I've been to 6 provinces. In Ontario, I've been to all over Toronto, Mississauga, Hamilton, Dryden, Iron Bridge, Thunder Bay, Sudbury, Sault Ste. Marie. That's on the border of Ontario and Quebec. Sault Ste. Marie, I believe. I can't remember. No, that's Ontario. So I have been Thunder Bay. I love that. Talk about the hood. Talk about the Canadian hood. That shit's Thunder Bay. I'm in the boring prairies. You must be in Saskatchewan, eh? Oh, Saskatchewan. And I always say Saskatchewan, and they're like, you mispronounced it. It's Saskatchewan. And then I would call him Saskatchewan dog. We are always named in movies. Yes, aren't you? Ooh. So you all right? Are you? So so you can't be Edmonton or Calgary. I wonder what you are. It's not that awkward, but you're funny. Do you always make it for? Hey, mares eat oats and daisy oats and little lambs eat ivy. How long are you planning to stay? Not long. I got to go back for court for next week, so I'm going to come back to the USA tomorrow. I'll get the dog out for Petco. Oh, whoops. I slammed the damn door in your face. And I got to get his leash. I'm going to do a quick smoke, if I may. Sorry, guys. Light a cigarette. Hey. Hey. Thank you. Boy. Okay. ¿Dónde estás? Oh, you're right here. Sweet. So here's like, we're gonna go to Petco now. Hold on. Let me smoke my cigarette real quick. Let me smoke it and then we'll go. So I want to show you this side of Mexico because it's like, sorry, I didn't get you. Because they got a Buffalo Wild Wings and other stuff. Sorry, let's go on and smoke my cigarette real quick. Molly gave the dog, I promise. Okay. He's happy now because it's air conditioned. So yeah, this is like, it's like you're in the USA, right? Not too different. Here's your little Petco. What are they doing in the front? Do you know? Huh. Oh yeah, sorry. Don't worry. I didn't get you. I didn't get your face. Lo prometo. Dog has a great life. Yes, he's not liking this heat, but what you gonna get for your cat? It's facing the ground, don't worry. Got a little scratcher. You have to buy everything the dog touches, probably. And they're gonna have to buy a lot. That looks yummy. I can't believe the height of this stream is this dog in Mexico's Petco. I'm gonna go to the front because I'm curious about what's happening. And that way I won't have to film you. So yeah, let's check out the front because there's always a show in Mexico. Almost always. You want a toy? See, he really doesn't like toys. You don't want a toy? You can pick one out. So this is a fun thing. Like, they don't have this in... Perdóname. Tengo la YouTube, es interesante. Es raro. Si no gusta, díteme.
Everything's a show here. See, they wouldn't have this in the U.S.
Roberta, por favor.
It's like a fashion show. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Trying to figure out the whole point. But I like it. Oh, sí, si tú quieres. ¿Cómo es la puente? Dodge.
Yes.
Oh, the nombre de la perro is name. Solo name.
Name.
Name,
Okay.
sí.
Un aplauso para Jack.
Dodge, sí, es mi nombre.
George. Y name.
Sí. ¿Cómo es la puente? ¿Para la caminar?
Yeah.
Ok. Hey, hey. Imposible. Es gordo. Hey, hey, hey. Come. Ok. No puedes, no puedes. Hey, look. La medio. Atempta. I try. Gracias. Imposible. Pero gracias.
What is the name of your dog?
His name is Name.
Name?
'Cause he had yeah, I found him in Mexico. He in here.
Where?
Or not here, but in Chihuahua. On the street. Yeah. So he had no name. He was much skinnier then. Well, what was the point? The dogs were just walking across?
It is a show with the
Oh,
dogs
cool.
For the dog study.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Cool. So it's like they model. We got a little puppy. Yeah, Name cannot see. All the other dogs could do this. Mine can't. They're much better trained than my dog. No competencia. So yeah, this is just a dog. Oh, muchas gracias. Look, you want some? That's fine, todo bien. Hey, todo bien. Hey, stop. Pardon. Es todo bien. Perdóname. Don't be rude. That was rude. We got some more dogs. Yeah, this is a fun scene. See, Mexico is like just kind of hilarious. It's a good way to put it. Like they don't do fashion shows in the U.S. This is like a special kind of pet coat. Oh, another puppy. Dancing Pomeranian. Name is very well cared for. Yeah. All right, so guys, this is a dog fashion show. So this was just like my dog. That's good. There we go. See. A for effort. Otra vez. Oh, wow. Bravo. Sí, muy lindo.
Bueno, muchas gracias. Les voy a pasar un papelito y en ese papelito van a poder anotar a su participante favorito, ¿sí? Ayúdame nada más para recordarles el nombre de cada persona.
So now they're going to vote, guys.
Roberta.
So tallying up the votes.
Los participantes, si quieren acercarse al centro, por favor.
All right. I guess I'm a participant. So we're all going to post.
Muy bien, tenemos a Sara, que es nuestra compañera de Petco con Bianca, su bebé. Luego tenemos a Roberta, la bulldog francés. También tenemos a Ney, with Josh.
¿Qué tal?
Tenemos a Vainilla y Valeria, a Bamba y Fabiola. Y a los cachorros. Se llama Seu, Susi, Zoe. Zoe, ok. Ahora sí, pueden anotar su papelito, su participante favorito. Y ahorita vamos a pasar con una cosa.
Who's it going to be? Who do you guys vote for? My dog, this dog, or that dog? I want you guys to make your own votes. 52 votes for name, right? We got 52 people watching. Name's name is name. All right, so everybody thinks my dog is going to win. He couldn't even complete the walk, so I don't know if he deserves to win or not. But he might be. Hey, we got to stick around to find out the winner. That's important. Otis, what up? So I guess they're going to tell. Oh, they actually do a formal vote. This is serious. Well, I want to stick around if I may for the results. Resultados. Who do you think's going to win? You think it's going to be name, guys? Hard to say. They're tallying the votes. See, they had a formal vote and everything. Serious. Isn't this fun? See, that's what I always say, like, Mexico is like the US, but it's a little more fun. They'll have fashion shows. They, like, enjoy things a little more than we do, honestly. Like, I don't think there's ever been a random model show at a Petco in the US. So, this Petco dominates. Okay, perfect. I'll see you there. This is serious dog business. He's trying to follow her to the car because it's nice at AC. Well, we're waiting for the results first. So random, isn't this? You just walk into a Petco and, like, you get a huge fashion show, and then I was apparently in it. I love not name, but I'm not sure he will win. I don't think he's gonna win. I mean, there's some pretty cute pups. That pup is pretty cute. Oh, sure, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, he wants some water? He would love it. He hates this heat. Hey, you want some water? There we go. No? Okay, never mind. It's like I already drank water. Thank you. There we go. El Travis. Another time. You got it earlier. Muy grande. That's for dad. You know what? Oh well. Claro, gracias. Thank you for trying. Well, he wouldn't really take the water. But if owner's character is part of the vote, yes, then I would win. You have my endorsement. He should win for the tie. Name is a winner in our hearts. Yes. Leash is your tie. Yes. So when everybody says, do you ever have a leash? Yeah. And when I need one, I'll have a leash. Dodge, someone sent a clip of Dodge and the Mexican beauty pageant to Natalie. Yeah, if somebody wants to send that to me, that's hilarious. By the way, I didn't want to talk too much about her while she was there, but DOA's megaphone, in case you're curious, is it a date? Yes, but I dated this woman for like 3 months when I was in Yuma, so we're more of an old flame reconnecting. Happy to see her again. It's if name loses, it's rigged. Amen. That's very true. But yeah, someone please send the clip of Dodge and name in the Mexican beauty pageant to Natalie for tomorrow's recap. Nobody definitely should. But there's no fashion. I think it's just a show off your dog show. That's true. Nobody's wearing anything. They're all naked. I love name. I'm not sure he will win. Yes. So we'll see. I'm glad you guys vote for name. At least he has his supporters. He knows not to drink the water in Mexico, right? Even though, as you guys probably know, he is a Mexican dog. I picked him up off the street in Mexico. So he is actually a Mexican dog. Not from Baja California. He's from Ciudad Jimenez, Chihuahua. Is where he's from. So he's from a little south of here. Way south of here. South and east of here. But yeah, he looks great with the leash tie. Counting the votes now. Very cool. Wonder what we win. ¿Cómo es la regalo, right? What is the gift? We'll have to find out. He's waiting to leave, to tell. He's like, hell no. It takes a while to tally up the vote. He's so chill. Yeah, he is Mr. Chill. Although I could tell when he's getting antsy and when he wants to leave. And he's getting a little antsy now. That's all right. He could just wait. Because listen, if he wins the gift, then it'll be worth the wait. It'll all make sense. He's a win for wearing the best tie as a leash. Yeah. Well, he's so well behaved. They really don't. People say get a leash, but if he's so well behaved, he really doesn't need one. But if it's not like I'll never have a leash for him. If people want a leash, then if people want him to be unleashed, then I have a leash. And that's the thing. If I'm walking around and somebody looks scared, I'll always have the tie with me, so I could always put it on him. There's a little kid that looks scared, or there's a dog going by, I'll put the leash on him. So it's not like I never ever put the leash on him, but I try to maximize his freedom as best I can. He went to doggy day. He probably liked that. She's like, no thanks, no dog shows for me. Yeah, she's not as energetic as I am. You are an angel. Thank you. Yeah. I think I'll probably end the stream because she seems a little bothered that I'm streaming right now, honestly. If the name loses, we might have to call it Jan's sake. Hey, avenge me, guys. Go to storm the capital if that happens. Storm the capital of Mexicali, of Baja California. Which I don't even know what the capital is. It's probably Mexicali. Or it might be Tijuana. I don't even know. It's going to take a long time to count the votes. I think only like 8 people voted too. You're an angel. Thank you very much, Minion. You're very sweet. My dog would have run off by now with no leash. Yeah, I could drop the leash. He's not going to run. See? He's chilling. He's just waiting. And I'm looking at it. I like that scraggly dog. That one's cool. Does the dog speak Spanish? No, I've Americanized him. I've assimilated him.
Listo, ya tenemos los resultados. Primera y tercer lugar. En tercer lugar tenemos a Roberta.
Ah, felicidades. Hey, Jenna, what's up? So, guys, my Spanish is poor. Does that mean the dog won, or is this the runner-up? I can't tell if that's the dog who won first place, or if this is the third place dog. He's got a lot of charisma.
Un aplauso para Roberta.
Woo! Scientology audit Ottawa. Hey, I got to go up to Ottawa. Get a little beaver tail, take a little duck boat along the river, party in Gatineau. Let's do it.
Para los cachorros.
Love Ottawa. Dog loves Ottawa too. Nice and cool for him. Let's party in Elgin Street. Hey, we'll go to Yuck Yuck Comedy Club. How about that? Are you shocked that I know that much about Ottawa? Been to Ottawa 3 times. Yeah, we'll get a beaver tail. We'll go to Yuck Yucks. We'll party in Elgin Street, party in Gatineau. See the trippy LSD Parliament Light Show. We'll have a good time.
Finalmente, nuestro primer lugar es para Valeria y Vainilla.
Oh, cool. Hey, just came across your channel. Thank you, Jackie. Please subscribe. I love Mexico. I'm a gringo. I am, look how, see, I'm from Chiapas. Kidding. I'm obviously not. This is too fun. It is, isn't it? Let me switch, though. Gracias. So we didn't even place. We're not even the top 3. Oh, well. A for effort. Oh, gracias. Perfecto. Okay, we can go now. Don't worry. You didn't win anything. Sorry. You completely failed. And I'm going to be like a dance mom and punish you. I'm kidding. I'm not going to be a dance mom. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not going to enter you in a creepy beauty pageant ever again. Toddlers and tiaras. I'm going to treat you like the moms treat their daughters and toddlers and tiaras. And scream at him for no reason. And then tell him he needs to lose weight. And that he's a piece of trash. Even though he's only 5 years old. Because that's what they do in toddlers and tiaras. Oh, hey. Cool. I'm smoking one last cigarette. Thank you for your patience. He didn't win. He didn't even come in 3rd place because they're racist against gringos. That's why. No, I'm kidding. No, because he couldn't even walk across the goddamn thing. Pretty guayaberas. If I had more money, I'd buy a guayabera. But if you guys want to donate, that would be pretty stupid. Donate so I could buy a guayabera. Nah, I'm not going to make a push for that. There was a story a while back about a lady who adopted a stray dog. She found it and just used to stare at her when she called it. She realized he later spoke Spanish. That's hilarious. My dog strolls in a stroller. I like that. That was a hoot. Wasn't that fun? This is the real Mexico. It's chill. It's nice. Nobody's shooting each other all the time. It's a nice little mall. And it's just... Yeah, I eat candy. Send me an email. Dodge.landisman@gmail.com. Dodge, I'm down if you ever get near here. I love Yuck Yucks. Yuck Yucks is one of the best comedy chains in the world. Carnivals, escape room, or comedy shows are always a fun time. Yeah, my dog understands Greek. It's all Greek to me. Yeah, hit me up. We're going to go to Ottawa at some point. Usually we'd be doing the summer in Canada, so the dog could get some good weather. But of course, I got to deliver for you guys and all the court cases. So otherwise, we would not be in LA. It'd be too hot for him. Okay, listo. Hey. Hey, stop. Thank you. He's running. He's so excited. Yeah, you're gonna get in it. Hey, I'm gonna take the leash off you. Oh, whoops. Backpack. Hold on. Here. You can come up. No. Wrong. There we go. Here. There. I gotta move the backpack. I'll move it. Hold on. Hurry up. Okay. All right. Here. Take it out first. There we go. I mean, he can sit in the front if you want. So I don't give a shit. But... Chaos. That was a lot of chaos. That was fun. Thank you. That was I got like a ton of more people watching. People loved that. People love their dogs. So I got like 30 extra people watching because of that little pet show. So that was fun. I hope your car doesn't break down. Welcome to Mexico, right?
No, it's me.
I figured.
Private.
Oh, I love this song. This song is about losing your virginity. Remember what a night. What a night. Oh, I didn't even know her name. I was never gonna be the same. Four Seasons guy, the best, guys, the best. What a night. Oh, I got a funny feeling when she walked in the room. See, they got Buffalo Wild Wings. So it's just like the USA. That's the thing. Like, if you ever want to vibe out and live cheaply for like a month somewhere and like take off a month from work and just live in a place that's convenient and has all the things you want, but you can, rent. How much is rent for a decent house here? Like $300, $400 a month? Dollars?
No. Decent, it depends.
Yeah.
Decent.
One bedroom, nice neighborhood, decent neighborhood, normal. Like, what's average rent?
It depends. It really depends on...
Okay. Well, thanks for not giving me an answer.
Sorry,
I'll just go fuck myself. Kidding.
I don't take rent.
Can you rent an apartment with air conditioning that's one bedroom for $400 a month?
$400.
8,000
I
pesos.
think so.
Okay. So there you go, guys. So you want to rent a place for $400 a month, and you have all the conveniences. Here's your Michelin. Here's your Carl's Jr. Here's your beautiful historic column. What is this? Do you know what this is? Yeah, huh? Weird.
I cannot help you.
Well, thanks for trying. Can't help me with much. Scott P says, be careful down in Mexico, Dodge. Redheads are a rare commodity, so high demand for them on the dating black market. Don't I already know? Oh, he knows. He calls himself exotic. Yes, that's why I fell in love with Mexico, because they all fell in love with me. And here they think in the US, they think I'm a loser. Just ask Reddit. They call me Dodge Griffsman. I kind of love that name, though. Dodge Griffsman. I'll take it. It's cool here today. I was up at the org. Cool. Hey, Scientology. Guys, follow Scientology Audit. Follow Scientology Audit Ottawa. I assume you live streamed and everything, right? That's very cool if you have. I'd love to check out. I'm so down. Yeah. So
so we'll have a good time. So email me, dodge.landisman@gmail.com. What's the purpose of the trip? To catch up with her, so I was saying. Because I lived in Yuma for a while, which Yuma is only about an hour from here. And so that's the job I got fired from. So when I moved from, I'd see her and I'd walk across the border, not walk, drive every other week. I don't think you're a loser. Oh, I know, you're attractive. No, most people don't, but some people think I am. That's all right. I'm very self-deprecating, guys. It just means I'm comfortable with myself and confident, and I'm not really that arrogant. Oh, this is a weird song. Have you ever heard the lyrics of this song, Claire?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about him, like, wanting to, like, get with it. It's creepy. Gilbert O'Sullivan. Yeah, I think, yeah.
And then, but why? When I dance you, I cry. Try more lyrics. You're good. But why? In spite of our age difference, do I cry? You get to me in a way I can't describe. This is EDT's song, guys. To me, you're more than a child, oh Claire. I don't care what people say. Creepy. Moments so rare. Compare. People talk about you means you made it. Yes, I love that. It's a badge of honor. And I'm not going to name names. Some of the people are really upset about the Reddit shit. And I'm like, guys, it's a compliment. It's like, isn't that cool? Maybe you have to be narcissistic like me to really enjoy it. But I love it. I love being the talk of the town. All publicity is good publicity. Ain't that the adage? That's the truest thing in the world. And I was telling this person, I'm not even going to identify the gender, that not to be worried, because it's like, listen, 20% of people that watch you will hate you, of anything. You could be the cutest dog. There'll be 20% of people who say that dog is ugly. There'll be 20% of people who say, well, I'm watching this, but I hate dogs. So it's the same thing. If 80% and thousands of people love you, and you have, I'm not going to be specific subscribers, but you have 3,000 to 10,000 subscribers, thousands of people like you, yeah, there's going to be a few hundred that don't like you. And Reddit is where they go because they're blocked everywhere else. I don't block anybody, but anyway. The drive across the San Ysidro used to be 20, 30 minutes. Different now, it's probably 2 hours. I'm starving my nuts off. I'm sorry to hear that. People say the weird shit. 11 days of no swatting since phone confiscated. Wild. Oh. Max, note to self. 11. Dodge jam. Aw, thank you, Amy. Heck, people hate me. Aw, because I'm visually impaired, so like whatever. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm glad you're still fighting the good fight in Canada, and I will come and visit you. Because also I'll fly people out to Mexico, to Canada, pieces. Max Smith is a DOA troll. Yeah, well, good to know. But I'll take his comment into consideration. Hey, Granny T, how are you? The hottest granny I've ever seen. I don't think it is lost on people how much someone is talking about freedom. Well, Max, take into consideration. Although some people have beef with you, Max, but I don't. Because we want to get to the bottom of the swatting stuff, right? And see who's really doing it. I don't think it's DOA who's doing it, but Max gives you that information, and it's worth following up on. And that's the thing. You want to hear from all sides, and you want to explore every available option, every available avenue. So glad you got a kick out of that, Granny T. I don't even believe you're Granny. But if you are, well done. You got to tell me your skincare secret. And is it skincare by Tao? Because it can't be anything else. Swattings are crazy. Interesting point for sure. Yeah. Worth looking at. And we're back near the wall. God, is our Airbnb super close to the wall?
Yeah.
That's wild. Oh, it's right here. This is it.
Jump.
Cool. Badass. Lenny, imagine Dodge's dog. The first he's down in Mexico, he hears the other dogs barking and thinking, what the fuck are you saying? Yeah. They bark in different languages. Well, this is our little Airbnb. We were in a hotel yesterday. So this is all new to me. And I'll show you guys Airbnb and then I'll probably sign off. Naj, nobody is bashing you except a few small folks from the one channel. Yeah, I'm funny comment cranky. I'm just self-deprecating. I don't think anybody is bashing me. And that's why I'm trying to say the Reddit people. I mean to the other YouTubers who get upset by the Reddit comments. I'm like, it's your comment exactly. Nobody's actually bashing you except for, you know, an infinitesimal population of peeps. You come out. Has a código. And you can see the wall up close yet again. Tau skincare is too Estee Lauder. Yeah, we love dogs. I love you, Lenny. My dog is 15 pounds and barks like a damn pit bull. That's funny. You'll rarely ever see him bark. Cool. You'll rarely ever see my dog bark. He will. Yeah, right? This is kind of cool. I'm literally next to the wall. I could say, hey. I could see the migrants passing and be like, there's a white dude on the other side. How'd that happen? What country am I in? Because he looks like he's American. Yeah, it doesn't say anything, does it? Well, 1 is probably here because this 1 is here. So my guess is 1 correlates and then 2 is that and then 3 would be that, would be my guess. But yeah, they should kind of specify.
I don't know how.
Well, there's the lock here. Well, is there a code for it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so then the code is your access 921. Well, that's more than, so you might just have to press. Yeah, here. Okay, and right, so you press it and then 91. It's so long. Sorry, I'm gonna hold it for a second. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna put this away for a second. Okay.
Maybe the number.
It could be the other one. I'm gonna try one more time. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I know. Hard to get these things. Ah, fuck. Okay. Must be the other one then. We like this. Sorry, guys.
Oh, your stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Whew. Glad they let the AC on for us. Yeesh. So yeah, you know, we get to see what the neighborhood is like just outside of the wall, which is definitely on the nicer side. Still got 43 people watching. And I guess I'll take a look at the Airbnb before I sign off. Nice and warm. I mean, nice and cool. Oof. Nice little space. Well, thank you for this. This is very sweet of you. This is much better than the Airbnb that I chose. And it has a fridge. I wonder if I'll actually have hot water. That's wishful thinking. Well, that's a tiny bed, but the dog will love it because there's a couch. He hasn't like been next to it. We have been staying at these awful Motel 6s. So he hasn't like experienced a couch in like 3 months. So he loves the couch. But this is very nice. It's also very hot. And here's a bathroom, if we can see it. Only shower, only fan. Oh, Lord.
This is very calming. It probably even has Netflix. Oh. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off relatively soon. Nice little area, yeah. Where is the nearest crossing to Mexicali? Tecate? No, there's one right in Mexicali. Ooh, I just jumped the wall. Funny. They have a code for the wall. Wouldn't that be cool? Where in the secret garden portal are we going to? My Airbnb. Don't say code. That's funny. Flag down U.S. Border Patrol agents say you're looking for Yuma might have taken a wrong turn. Beaches Baja are incredible. Mexico has always fascinated me. Me too. It's interesting. It's between first and developing worlds, and I really enjoy it. It's going to build it even bigger. It's going to be huge. Mexico is too intimidating these days. I used to enjoy Rosarito, and it's not. But look, what we just... It's not that intimidating. It's pretty cool. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. I love y'all. Bye, dog. Enjoy. Looks nice. Thank you, Lidsta. Let the good times roll, as Lewis Jordan once said. Do they have AC? Yes, it's very cold and nice, of course. I would not be here if they didn't have AC. Mexico's not like they have AC in freaking Mexico. Anyway, guys, love you. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you all had a nice time. Au revoir.